We just got finished doing like 37 loads of laundry at the laundromat. Really, it wasn't 37. You have to go in the van. It was really only like probably, how many loads do you think that was? 20?
About 24.
24 loads of laundry. Praise Jesus for gigantic washers and dryers because we did it all in like probably an hour. Awesome. Everybody keeps asking how we got the fifth wheel and a little bit about the land. I think I've told you guys about the land, that it was my stepdad's family's land. It's Native American land. He calls himself an Indian. That's just the way he says it, and I'm down with that. So he says it's Indian land. But the fifth wheel that we live in is a total God story that came through a friendship that was formed on Instagram, actually. My girl, love her to pieces, you guys. Her name is Andrea. She's our Stepper Stories and Square One Urban Homestead on Instagram. Her family, they were gonna full-time RV, and they actually did RV for almost a year, maybe last year, and they bought that fifth wheel that we are staying in, and they took it to the coast and up to the mountains, and then towards the end, I think around fall, they ended up parking, and the Lord led them to buy a home. So they had been praying about and thinking about what family could take over this RV that they had lived in, and the Lord had really amazing plans, and I had no intention, Brandon had no intention, we had no intention in moving back to California. We were actually talking about moving to Idaho, but I guess the Lord had told her, I know the Lord had told her that we were to be moving back to California, and she didn't tell me. She just waited on the Lord to reveal it to me. And yeah, so in January, my husband Brandon talked to my stepdad about some land that he had out here in California that was his family's land, and said, why aren't you guys doing anything with it? Can we do something with it? And we'd known about the land for a long time since we lived here in California. And he said, well, it gets so hot out there, you don't want to live out there, it's miserable. Brandon's like, yeah, we do. Yeah, we'd like to live out there. So all the pieces started falling together, and I was chatting with Andrea about it, and I actually think I asked her to pray about it, or what would she do this. I talked to a couple girls online, Andrea and Kate Schatt from Venison for Dinner. I asked them both, would you guys do this? I think I even asked Bree of Art and Bree. I was like, would you do this? I know I asked. Those are the three girls I asked, three friends that I asked, would you do this? And all three of them said, heck yeah. Yeah, we'd do it. And so yeah. So Andrea said, well, if you guys need a fifth wheel, we have one. If you need an RV, you can have the casita. And I was like, oh my gosh, are you serious? So it was a deal, it was an offer we could not refuse. And that same day, Brandon got a job back home doing the same thing he was doing a little bit before we left. And literally all the pieces fell together within 24 hours. We still prayed about it because it was almost too good to be true. We didn't think, like, things like this don't happen for us. I still am like, pinch me. I mean, it's not easy. Don't even think that I'm trying to fool you thinking that this is so super easy. Like, we just got back from spending almost $50 at the laundromat. Yeah, because 9 kids, 11 people produce a lot of clothes, and we don't have a continuous source of water just yet, or a washer and dryer, or electricity. So no, it's not easy, but it's so worth it. And the Lord wants us to do it. This was his plan, and we fully believe it. Little things happen every single day that I'm like, yep, that's for sure from God. So the casita was Andrea and Art's, and their family loved it, and they lived in it for a while, and that's how it came to be ours. And they brought it down, and I'm gonna input some couple of pictures, but they brought it down to us, and they have become amazing friends of ours, and their family is just so genuine, and I love them. Like, they're like family to me. There's not many times where you meet people online that you're just like, gosh, they're real people. Like, they're not just an Instagram account. They're real people, and the Garzas are real people, and we love them to pieces. Okay guys, I've started and stopped this so many times because I have a bunch of kids in the car. Brandon and the boys went into a store, so we're parked, so don't freak out with the kids crawling all over. But yeah, as for what's next, we're gonna stay in the casita until we could build something. I know everybody thinks, you're crazy, why are you moving back to California? There's a bazillion rules and it's so expensive. And this is all true. And we know this. We grew up here. But we are on tribal land, which I think is very similar to reservation. So the rules and regs are a lot different than regular land. The land that we're on is, I'm pretty sure, it's zoned A70, so it's agricultural for sure. I'm not sure what all the rules are, if there are any. We have to go through the BIA, which is the Bureau of Indian Affairs, and we'll just figure it out as we go. Our goal is to build a shed to house like Bo and Kelly did from Better Together Life. We've been binge watching their channel, and we're in their shed to house group on Facebook, and we love them. But yeah, that's pretty much what we're gonna do, I think, as long as we can. Be careful, baby. As long as we can. If not, we'll figure it out as we go. Babies are crying.